Welcome to part 17 of the book of Isaiah, the prophet. And this is May the 29th, barely 6 o'clock in the morning, 2024. And isn't this just really a delightful way to start the day, talking about the Word of God, talking about the Lord and His prophets and sharing the prophets. What a wonderful day, or what a wonderful way to start the day, rather, and talking about the Lord and His work. Certainly we can see in this Word of God His great big hand at work throughout the whole thing. But let's get on into this, because as I said, coming out of that last part, we're going to get into this book, and this book has some humdinger of words. So let's see if I can pronounce them, shall we? I'm going to do my level best. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, Take thee a great roll, which is a scroll, for those that don't know. Take thee a great roll, and write in it with a man's pen concerning Mar-Shalal-Hash-Baz. Ooh, that's a long name. Boy, I thought I had a long name. I won't complain about my four names no more, Jesus. That man, that's just one name that man got. And it's as long as my four names. Lord have him. I hope that you give him a shorter nickname, Jesus. that's some tag to have to carry. Mar-Shalal-Baz. No, Mar-Shalal-Hash-Baz. Whew, yes, I think I nailed it. And I took unto me faithful witnesses to record Uriah the priest and Zechariah the son of Oh boy. Okay, I had to take a minute just to kind of look at that word. It's Jeberechiah. Concerning Mahir Shalal-Hash-Baz. They were doing this recording. Yeah, I'm still trying to keep it where I can say those words. So, overlook me. And I went to the prophetess. See, there is such a thing, gentlemen, as prophetess. Even back then there were. And she conceived and bore a son. Then said the Lord to me, Call his name Mahir Shalal-Hash-Baz. For before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria. The Lord spoke, excuse me, the Lord spake also unto me, saying, Forasmuch as this people refuseth the waters of Shiloah that go softly, and rejoice in Rezin and Remaliah's son. Now therefore, behold, the Lord bringeth up upon them the waters of the river, strong and many, even the king of Assyria, and all his glory, and he shall come up over all his channels. Now, you know what that means, right? He's going to overflow, in other words, his power and stuff. He shall come up over all his channels and go over all his banks. Yeah. And he shall pass through Judah. He shall overflow and go over. He shall reach even to the neck, and the stretching out of his wings shall fill the beardeth of thy land. O Emmanuel. Associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in places, and give ear, all ye of far countries. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Which means nothing. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for God is with us. Now see, so many of y'all want to stand against what I'm saying, but what you are doing and saying is not going to amount to nothing. Because you can't get past what God has spoken. Whether you like it or not, this is going to come to pass. And I'm not talking about what everything that Isaiah is saying here. I'm talking about what God has said. Anything that is lacking, that has not come to pass yet, from what Isaiah has said, will be. What the prophets have spoken, the true prophets of God, not the prophets of Baal, or any of these other false gods and deities, but what the prophet of the one true God, Jesus, which is Hashem, which is El, the I am that I am, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shaddai. What he has spoken, that is what will be. For the Lord spoke thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, yeah, that's what the Lord instructed me too, not to walk in the way of this people. That's why I'm different from you, and that's why you hate me. Let's be honest. Anyway, verse 12, saying, say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say, a confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. See, we're not supposed to be afraid of everything that the world's afraid of. We ain't got no reason as children of God to fear that which that they fear. They got reason to fear that because God is going to bring that stuff upon them. He's going to bring their fears upon them because they have turned their back on Him. But we don't got no reason, if we living for Him and being obedient, to fear any of that. but yet you do. So what are you doing against God that has caused him to bring your fears upon you? Yeah, I'm going to say that because that's exactly what's got to be going on. There ain't no other recourse but that. And this will be my last video for this morning because I had to get ready for work, just to let you know ahead of time. 8:13, sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear. Let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone a stumbling, and for a rock of offense a rock of offense to both the house of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Now, America, I remind you, Israel is scattered abroad. And that means that the Lord is not only a rock of offense and a gin and a snare to them over there in Israel that actually live in that land, but even to all those that are scattered abroad. You should have worshipped him while you had a chance, instead of wasting your days on yourself, treating yourself like a god, going after what you wanted and never his will. And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken, and be snared and be taken. Oh, that sounds a lot like Luke 21. For as a snare it shall come upon the whole world. Read Luke 21, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it did indeed come as a snare upon the whole world. The Lord catches what he's after. Yeah, giddy up. Psh, psh. Anyway, don't ask. It's best not to ask. Just go with it and go on. Bind up the testimony. Seal the law among my disciples. And I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob. And I will look for him. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me. Boy, this is getting good, ain't it? We're learning something maybe now, hopefully. Are for signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards, that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their God? That's a question for the living to the dead. But y'all want to go after these here fortune tellers and soothsayers and what do they call them, psychics and whatnot. That's what this is. That's wizards and stuff. And y'all turning to them, to witchcraft, instead of to the Word of God. Yeah, and when you go to these doctors and they look into you with them little tests, what do you think you're doing? You going to a witch to tell you your fortune and your future. Oh, yeah. You learning the ways of the craft when you go and learn these things. Oh, yeah, but man has convinced you that it's just education. Oh, be careful, Eve, what apple you eat. Or try to tell you. Pharmakia is the deception. It's in the book of Revelations. I'll see you in the next part.